Iberico rib rack. This is the Wagyu of pork. We're gonna show you how to do it on the rotisserie. Stick around, we're gonna get right into it. All right, team, we got this beautiful Iberico pork rib rack from Meat and Bone. They're awesome. I'll have a link in the description. This is the Wagyu of pork. It's gonna be so good. We're gonna use just a basic seasoning today. It's gonna be my salt, pepper, garlic seasoning called All Y'all. We're doing the rotisserie style on the Kamado Joe. Get that live fire until we get that 125, 130, 135, like we're cooking steak. It's gonna be tender, juicy. I cannot wait. So bring you over here. We're gonna season this and then we are gonna get this spit on it. But you'll notice I went ahead and tied it up because it was a little loose right here. And if we wanted to be real fancy, we could cut in between the bones and make it stand out and look cool, but I really don't care about that at this point. So we're gonna use any binder you want, but you can use some, we're gonna be using some olive oil here to kind of base this. But again, we want the flavor of the meat to shine, so we're just doing salt, pepper, garlic as a simple seasoning. I think it's gonna turn out beautiful. So just a medium dab of seasoning. All right, so we are going to take this and we're gonna puncture it through until it goes all the way through. I can see it coming through. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the hooks in and I'll bring those out and then we'll set these on the Kamado Joe. All right, we're firing up the Big Joe. We're doing rotisserie with this amazing recipe. So we got the grill torch to light this bad boy up. Who doesn't like playing with fire? Buddy, it's sparking. Here's a little tip. I'm gonna bring you over here. Before we put the hooks on, what I like to do is, even though the fire's going, I like to see where, so you can see this has some overage here. So what I'd like to do is take this out, put it in just like this. Then I know where the meat's going. And based on where the fire is, I'm actually okay with this, but if we wanted to, we can scoot it over a little bit and then the hooks will go right there and we're gonna let it spin. So now I know my spots are exactly where I need them to be. Tighten the bolts. Tighten the bolts. All right, back to the rotisserie. This is how simple it is. It's fun, interact with the fire. This is, the grill's at 350 to 370, and it's probably gonna get hotter as the meat drips and all that smoke comes on that meat. We're gonna let it spin here. All right, friends, let it spin. All right, team, so as you can see, this is spinning. It's looking beautiful. That fire is kicking on really nice. It's like cooking steak, so pork steaks, and which we love pork steaks. We're gonna take this to, but like I like my beef, I'm gonna take it to about 125, 130, 35, and make sure it has a nice crust, let it rest for 5 minutes. So we're gonna let this roll. I'm not sure how long it might take us, but I'll let you know, but my guesstimate is about 20 minutes or so. We'll bring you back, make sure we have a good sear, and then we'll be ready to rest and slice. All right, my friends, this is around 450. I'm gonna just see what the temperature is. 91, 103. This part says it's 119. So, you know, I'm almost ready to pull probably, well, that part's real hot. The next it's thin, so I'm getting the temperature of that. So, you know, in the next 2 or 3 minutes, I'm gonna pull this off. But what I wanna do is looking for my, you could use an ash tool, or I have this little steak thing. I'm gonna go ahead and just move some of this charcoal directly over at the center of this the pork ribs here. And we're gonna let that caramelize with the lid open. And this is how we're gonna get a nice char, because it's been kind of mellow fire, but now we're gonna see if we can help it along. And then if you wanna get a little crazy, you could use your grill torch, you know, and torch it this way just to help it along as another creative solution. One quick tip is pause your rotisserie if you're needing better char and all that drippings are going over directly over the flame. You can see how it's already deboning, which is so awesome. That means it's really rendered down. And now we're really trying to build the crust at keeping it at a flat surface here and not turning it. So we'll spin it here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But that just helps build that crust directly over the flames and that fat dripping going over it. Oh yeah, I already can tell a difference by just letting it sit there. It's toasted my my little wrap there, which is, I think we're good, guys. We're gonna take this off. We're cutting off the tie here on all of the section here. And then we are gonna slice into it. We've let this rest for about 10 minutes or so. But my friends, it looks incredible. We made a little chimichurri sauce, but what we're gonna do is just take one of these, go down the middle, right here. Oh yeah. I'm hoping that's coming through. Look how juicy and tender that looks. I've got to get one for myself, one for Caleb here, cameraman. And also it's just fun to see how we did there. Oh yeah, yeah, that's tender, beautiful. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, flip this side because that's beautiful. Add a little chimichurri here to both of these. All right, get a good slice here. And if I was, you know, I don't know, am I feeling it? I think I'm just gonna take a bite out of it. I was gonna just, I think I'm gonna manhandle this thing.
Go for it.
All right, let's do it. Look how tender that was. I didn't need a fork. I didn't need a knife. Apologize. Some of you don't like watching us eat. I see the comments, so we have music playing over that. Look how tender, juicy this is. It's amazing. All right, Caleb, what do you think?
Okay.
It's got chimichurri.
I don't think I've ever had pork that tender before.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that fiery, herby.
Mm-hmm. The chimichurri definitely takes it up a notch, but by itself, this pork is delicious. It's super tender and juicy. The natural flavors of itself, you don't need the chimney, but it just gives it that extra flash. 100% recommend it. Check out Meat and Bone. They've got all your needs, and grateful that they sent this along to the channel. As you can see, man, this was a fun way to cook using the rotisserie. Let us know in the comments what you think of this cook. If you've cooked this before, if you have other strategies on how you like to do it. And again, from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love. Good barbecue. Till next time.